Patricia, and today I'll be taking you through CSS Combinators. So I will start with a real world example. So imagine you are building a website and the website has navigation menu, it has a list of blog posts, it has several sections. So basically like this, the website is really big and you want to style certain elements, but you don't want to add a dozen of extra classes or IDs to this element. So that's where the CSS combinators come in. So they basically allow you to target elements based on their relationship in HTML, whether they are inside a container, they are direct children or even siblings. So let's look at our HTML file structure here. We can see that the div, for instance, like this, has a lot of elements under it, so as the body here has a lot of elements, including this div, including this one, and including the p tags here. So the CSS combinators are special symbols, so they help you to describe the relationship between two or more elements. And in applying CSS combinators, you would have to target specific elements based on their position. So in this situation, we are not using class or ID, we are rather using position to their position in the HTML to apply or have a proper way of styling our element. So basically there are 4 types of combinators and I'll be taking you through each of them, and we'll be starting with the descendant combinator. So you can see by the word descendant, meaning that a specific element will have a lot of elements under it, can have direct elements. This direct element can have its siblings like this. It can have grandchildren, all of that. So imagine a situation like this where we want to select a specific element. So let's say I want to apply a CSS style to this p tag here, and this p tag is in which element, which is a div, right? So all the p tags in this div, I want to apply a general CSS style to them, so maybe like a background color. So with the help of the descendant CSS combinators, we can be able to achieve that. So let's go to our style sheet. So as you can see, for the descendant combinators, to apply that, so I said that when you want to apply a style to a particular element, we use their position and you check the position in which it is located. So you can see that the p tag is located, all these p tags are, we want to style the p tags that are only inside this div, which is, let's say, the parent element to all this one. So we want to style only the p tags that are inside this div. So that's where we start by first referencing the div, apply a space, then we input the p tag element here, we apply our curly bracket. So let's say we want to change the background color to red. So as you can see here, the background color has been changed to what? Red. So let's go back to our HTML. You can see paragraph 1, paragraph 2, you can see paragraph 3, you can see this on other lists with what the p tag being found here, and we can see another div which has with the div. So mind you, the reason why this div has also been changed is because this div here is basically the same thing. We didn't add any class, so that's why the although this div is not inside this particular div, but it's basically like the same thing. So definitely the elements here, the p tag elements here will be changed. Okay, so let's move to the next type of combinator, which is the child combinator. So the child combinator helps you to style or target a specific element that are directly under, target an element or target elements that are directly under a specific element. So you let me remove this div element here so that it becomes simple. So looking at this div element here, you can see that the div tag element something has a lot of child elements, but some of them are direct, some of them are indirect. So the direct ones are the ones that are directly under the div. They are not in a different, let's say, parent element or something. So you can see something like the p tag here, paragraph 1 2 is directly under the div. Now coming to this side, the paragraph 3 is not directly under the div. It is inside what this section and semantic HTML element here, and as well as this one too is also under the other list element here. So the only direct elements are the paragraph 1, this and this one. So in applying the child combinator, this is how we apply it. So we are, mind you, we are reversing our position element, the parent one, which is the div. Then we use what, the greater sign with the p, and let's change the background color to yellow, and let's change their color to red. So as you can see here, paragraph 1 and paragraph 2, you can see that they are direct elements under the div element. So you can see paragraph 1, paragraph 2, their background color has been changed to yellow and their text color is red. So the next one we'll be talking about is the adjacent sibling CSS combinator, and that one allows you to select an element that comes immediately after a specific element. So please take notice that our specific element here is div. So we want to apply our CSS property style or something to let's say only this paragraph 4. So that's where we can use the adjacent sibling CSS combinator. So it's, once again, it allows you to select an element that comes immediately after a specific element, and our specific element here is div. So we come here and we still reference our div, and with this one we use the plus, and with our p, and let's say we change the background color to, okay, let me say blue. So let's change the color to white. So you can see that the color has been changed to what, the background color has been changed to blue and the color has been changed to white. So that is what the adjacent sibling combinator is about. So the next one is the general sibling combinator. So the general sibling combinator is basically the opposite of the adjacent sibling. So instead of the CSS rather affecting only this, it affects the ones or the particular element, that is the p tag you are referencing or trying to apply your CSS style to. It affects everything, and immediately after this, our targeted element div. So using the general sibling CSS combinator, we are when we apply our CSS style, it's going to affect both paragraph 4 and paragraph 5. So let's apply it. So we have our div design and okay, background color. So now you can see that it has been changed to what? The background color has been changed to green and the color is white. So the adjacent is basically the opposite. I see it to be the opposite of the general sibling combinator. Okay, so this is all about CSS Combinator. Thank you very much for your time.